Hello, it is Saturday, the sun is shining, and I'm gonna do my makeup. I wanted to come on, I'm a Seint artist, my name is Brittany Parker, and talk to you about how to conceal when you have all these breakouts. Why? You know, did you ever think that when you were younger, when you'd be older, you'd be done with breakouts? I thought that. Why? I don't know. But let's do this. So I'm using my Seint 3D Cream Foundation. It comes in these really cute palettes. You need a brush, and then there's these tins, and this is your foundation. All creams, so much better for your skin. It's more hydrating, it moves with your skin, and it doesn't just set. Like liquid foundation sets inside your lines, and it's less pigment, so you have to use a lot of it to cover your stuff. And so I'm going to show you today my tricks and tips to using Seint 3D Cream Foundation. My first trick is to try to cover these bad boys. And so I've just broken out, and I'm actually going to start with a contour. So I'm going to start with the contour. It's called Aspen. It's like one of the lightest ones, but Aspen contour is amazing. And so if you send me a color match photo, that means you're just like I am. I'm in front of a window. I'm 2 to 3 steps back, no makeup on. You're gonna take your phone and take a selfie, okay? Not the side of your face. Don't stand to the side of your window because then you'll have shadows, and no lights on. I just have that beautiful glow of the sun. If you send me that and I see a lot of redness, I will match you to a second contour, which would be Aspen. And I'm gonna show you how to use it. So I'm gonna use my detail brush. I like this smaller side. And I'm just gonna go into the Aspen contour, get some, and I'm just gonna kind of lightly feather it around those areas. But you could see that redness is gone. It is a little bit darker, but when I go to put my main highlights on, it's gonna color correct those. Okay, so if you have rosacea, if you're just extra red, Aspen will be your best friend. But you can see it just helps to color correct. Now, we're humans, my friends. We're humans. We're gonna have texture. We're gonna have pores, lines. Nothing is gonna magically erase those unless you're using a real mask, right? So it just helps to camouflage the things that I don't like, helps to enhance the things that I like, but just with the lightest layer, the softest hand. Now, I don't have to do this every day. It's just that time. So I'm just softly going over. Okay, so that's that side. Why would it just be one side? It has to be my whole face. All right, so I'm just color correcting. This is all I'm doing. I am literally just tapping, getting the smallest product, but so I have some capillaries on my nose right here. And I just wipe right over it, and that redness is gone. Now I have this spot, it's more of a brown. So brown doesn't cancel out brown, and Aspen is more of a brown. You would need more of a pink. And so there's another line called Demi, and it's all about color science, and colors that cancel out the colors. And so if you are interested in that, or if you have melasma, or if you have age spots or things, even under your under eye, Demi is a fantastic option for you. And I'm just learning it, but I could totally help you out and tell you what colors you would need. Okay, so I think that's what I'm gonna do right now for my Aspen. This is an extra step. You do not have to do this, but you could see that I just took out a lot of the redness that was in my face, and bam, gone. Okay, I'm also gonna, I'm gonna do a little bit in my under eyes. I'm just gonna take a teeny bit of Frenchie. It's a lip and cheek. And so I always keep this within my 6 main. You could get 4, that would be the most basic. It would be a main highlight, which you would think of as your foundation, a brightening highlight, which you would think of as your contour, your concealer, a contour, and then a lip and cheek. That's like the basic 4. I personally think you need at least 5. you need a bronzer, and then we have illuminators. And so that's what I kind of think of as the top 6. So Frenchie, I mean, I just put the teeniest bit. And I'm not gonna swipe it underneath my entire eye. This is soft tissue and we don't want a lot of product here. And because Seint is pigmented so much, 80%, compared to the 18 that is liquid foundation, less is more, okay? Less is more. And I'm barely putting any on, and this is just going to help color correct those dark lines that I have. Now the reason why I chose Frenchie is because it matches my colors, but you might need something else. And so when you send me that color match photo, I will help you figure out what you need. Okay, so that's all the color correcting I'm doing. I look crazy and it's okay. You're probably like, that doesn't look better, Brittany. It's okay. So I'm gonna go into my main highlight, okay? So now I'm gonna start putting it on my face. And I'm gonna start with, I'm looking for my other brush, but I'm gonna start with the buff brush because I do have breakouts right now and I want a little bit of a fuller coverage just to help cover those. I'm gonna use the buff brush. And this brush is fantastic for those times when you need more coverage, if you're breaking out more, and you're just going somewhere nice and you want a more fuller face. Because these bristles are so compact, they pick up more product, and then that's why it is a more fuller coverage. And it helps, I really like this brush, honestly, even when I don't want for full coverage. It really helps to press the product into your skin and help it stay all day. So I'm gonna go into my main. Now my main is Candlelit right now. All I did was tap, tap, tap. You don't wanna swipe. And I just go down here. And I just realized I forgot to do my contour. It's right, I'll go back. I actually like to start with my contour first. But do you see how I'm just stippling? Because I color corrected, I don't wanna go in and wipe. I'm gonna wipe away that color corrector. But because Aspen is thicker, it does stay on your face, your places where you put it, better than like if you use like a Bella bronzer, if you have like melasma or something like that. Specifically, I love Aspen as a color corrector. Okay, so I'm just stippling, tapping it on. I'm gonna take a break right here. I forgot to do my contour. I don't know. There's no wrong. There's no wrong. Okay. Sorry, I had to switch between my two because I had to move some of my tins. Anyways, easy peasy though. You just switch in and out. Okay, so this is my detail brush. I love this brush. I like to start back here by the back of my ear. It's gonna where the most product is because I'm putting it there first. And then as I come down, it has less product because you want the most up here. You don't want it to come down into your smile lines. And you want most of the product to be up here. And I'm just kind of blending up. Gives me the illusion that I have some nice cheekbones. Okay, and I do go a little bit crazy. It is a little heavy, or more not exactly heavy, but I underblend it because I'm going to be in and blending it more and more and putting more product around the area. So I will be blending it more as I put my other product on. Okay, but I'm making sure I blend up. And there you go. So that's my cheek. I'm gonna do, it goes on like the outsides of your face. So my forehead. I blend this up. And you can see already how it's giving me that dimension. Okay. Now, I didn't have to really color correct anything on my forehead, so I could be a little bit more like, more careless as I go. But when I do my cheeks and things like that, that is where I need to be more careful. Okay, so I actually like to bring it in front of my ear and then down your jawline. Okay, and I get the other side, in front of the ear, and then down the jawline. And this is the only spot that you really blend down because the shadow's underneath your chin, right? So blend it down. And you can put all the creams on, let it sit on your face and then blend. You can blend and go, like as you do it. It's up to you. Practice, see what you like best. Kind of depends on if you're in a rush or if you get to play. Okay, now I'm gonna do the sides of my nose. And so I love this brush because of the shape, and I could just come in and tap it in the side. I need to melt down my contour again. Okay, see how there's a hole in it? Even that one, I can melt these down. I have a candle warmer, which I don't know where I put it right now. You could do it on like just your stovetop on a pan. You just really low heat. You melt it down, turn the heat off, let it sit. Don't pick it up. Let it completely cool, and then you could put it back, and then they look brand new. Okay, so it's like a stamp. Do you see that? Okay, and then I could bring it up into my brow bone. But it's just a stamp. The shadow is down our nose, so you can kind of blend it down. Okay, I'm gonna get the other side. That's just a stamp. You could use your finger for this. There's so many different options. Okay. And I'm gonna get the bottom of my lip. Just the illusion of a powder lip. I don't. Okay, so that's my contour. Cheekbones, top of your forehead, your jawline. I got the sides of my nose and a little bit underneath. So contour, your color correct first if you need it. A lot of people don't. Today I did. So I color corrected first, second my contour, and now I'm gonna finish up my main highlight, because remember I started it. Back to my buff brush. I like the fuller coverage. I already went down like here and the sides, the bottom of my jawline. I have a little bit of redness, so I'm just gonna kind of go over that. I put some Aspen on my face there. Now I'm really using less, like little product. I'm just kind of blotting, pouncing, stippling. I'm just moving that product around. I'm not gonna go my under eyes, a little bit side of my nose. Okay, I'm gonna get a little bit on my forehead. Now, Seint is one layer. So for the main foundation, if I didn't color correct, it really is just one layer. So here's my contour at the top of my forehead. I put my main color right there, and then my brightener will go right there. So that's like the paint by number when you hear people say that for Seint. It's very easy once you learn like where to put those colors, okay? And so I'm hoping today I'm helping you out. So my main's done already. That's it. So now I'm gonna go into my brightening. Mine's white peach right now. Just tap, tap, tap. This is another one that I need to melt down. Okay, so like I said, it's right there, my mid-brow. Okay. All right, I'm gonna use the tip of this brush and go down my nose. I could very easily just use my finger as well. A little tip of my nose. Okay. You want to put it on your Cupid's bow. I mean, that's pretty, right? When we're putting the brightening highlight on, we're bringing light to the center of our face, the pretty things on our face. We're gonna put it right there, and then on my chin. I'm not using tons of product. Less is more. Okay, I actually like to go back to my detail brush. I love this smaller side for my under eyes. Sorry, my feet are falling asleep. Okay, I always start on my legs and then I don't know why. Okay, so I'm just tapping in my brightening highlight. Here we go. So I did put that Frenchie under, so I'm gonna put it here. I go a little bit up, and I kind of want to go underneath that trough. I don't want to go just in it. It could make it look fuller if I just highlight. Think of just highlighting the bag. That would not be smart. Okay, so I'm just kind of bringing it a little bit below it, the sides, whatever's left on my brush. I use that to take out all that redness. Now think, I didn't even get any more product. I didn't even need to color correct. And think how red, look how red my eyelid is. And that highlight is good enough to cover it. Okay, so I'm just gonna go and softly just tapping that product being really careful and really gentle. Okay, on to the other side. So I kind of go up here, below the, I don't like trough. What's a better word? Can you guys think of it? I don't know. Below it. The outside, whatever's left. I'm just softly moving that product. Okay. Now it's my very favorite time, my blend time. So I like the B Squared, the blush and bronzer brush, best to blend. I like this denser side to start with. And I always start with my lighter areas, my highlights. You don't want to take away all that dimension. You just add it to your face. Same movement. I'm just pouncing. Would be really careful underneath my eyes. I pretty much already blended it, but just in case I have any spots that I miss, I like to go over my under eyes one more time. Okay, forehead. This gets blended up. Just kind of marries the contour and your highlights together. Make sure I get my brow bone where I brought that nose contour. All right. I'm going to underblend my contour on my cheeks. First, I like the dimension. Second, I'm going to be adding other stuff and blending more on it, so I don't need to blend it out tons. Okay, so there's my regular face. Okay, if you get the basic, I would just add my lip and cheek here, but I'm not going to. I'm going to go into my favorite, the bronzer. Okay, so I have Bella bronzer, and I have it next to my rose gold, and I'll kind of get a teeny bit of rose gold and my bronzer, and I think of where your contour is cool, your bronzer's warm, but oh, look at that already. And it's, to me, a C, okay? Your contour is pretty similar. It goes on the higher points of your forehead, the bottom of your cheekbone, and then your jawline, so it's like a 3. And then your contour is a little bit, a smaller C within that. It's the top of your cheekbone, and then up here on your forehead. It's the high points of your face. Wherever you think you get sunburned first, that's where this is going. So the tops of my cheeks, where I get the color first. A little, see how I have it below, a little below my contour? I'm just stippling that on. A lot of people like to use this fluffier end. It really gives you a really nice airbrush look. And I always like to finish up with it. I'm gonna get a little bit on my neck. I got a spider bite. We were standing underneath these trees and all these little baby spiders bit me. And I got one on my neck that I didn't realize. I had them all over my arms, my ankles. Ugh, not standing there again. Okay, here we go. You can even get the bottom of your chin a little bit, the bottom of your nose. But there is my bronzer. I would not like skip that step. I love it. Okay, I got the new lip and cheek. Here it is. Look at this color. Okay, it looks intimidating, but it is a gloss. And so with all, I prefer satins. I like their color. I just like how they apply better. The glosses though, I'm learning to love. But you do need to put a little bit more on. So if I just take my finger, I'm gonna rub on it. This is Lolly. If I put just a little bit, you can see it's just a little bit of that pink. But you could build this up. I'm gonna get that other side. I prefer the satins on the cheeks. And actually, I like the satins on the lips too, but I always like to kind of finish with like a gloss on the cheek on top. But look at that, just a really pretty finish. So I'm gonna come with my brush, kind of just blend that in. So this is the new one. This is the shade of the month. Now the shades of the month started this year, and every month, whatever color it is, you could only get it for that month until it sells out. So we've had, why am I blanking on the first one? I can't remember, but we've had Rosewood. Love Spell. Love Spell was February. We've had Rosewood last month, and this month is Lolly, and it's this really pretty gloss. It looks so much brighter than it really is, but you can see that it's just, I kind of like this more for a summer. Gives you more of a dewier finish. It's lighter. I'll show you on the lips. Sorry, my lips are so dry, just ignore. But it's just a really pretty gloss. These are fantastic. You keep the lid and you keep these in your purse. Look at that. Hello. Okay, Lolly, get it before it's gone. All right. I'm done for today. That's it. I already have some mascara on from the gym. Oh, you know what though? I am gonna use a little bit of my Vanilla Dust. If you are oily, if you're gonna be outside where it's hot and you're sweaty, I suggest setting with the powder. Now, Seint has their own pressed powder, so this is the Vanilla Dust. You can tell I love it. I've used it every single day. I don't bring too much underneath my eyes because that's my problem area. I have so many fine lines and wrinkles there. But I am gonna set in all kind of the brightening areas. So there's a lot of movement around my mouth. I'm gonna definitely get my forehead. That's the one area that I notice I kind of, at the end of the day, looks a little bit more dewier than I want. So I do set. If you are definitely an oily girl, I would get a loose pressed powder. This Coty Airspun, you can get like at Walmart, Amazon for like $5, $6, $7. Super cheap, and it's fantastic. But you would just finish off with that. Okay, I'm done. Me and my crazy hair. But you can see, look, those breakouts, yes, maybe I have a little, you can't take away the bump, right? You can't take that away. But you know what, one thing I forgot, if you do have any breakouts, take some of that powder and make sure that you get those guys. This is, I mean, maybe too much, but they secrete oils, right? Those breakouts, use the powder to help them. And also by putting a powder on top of your blemishes, it's not gonna, that bump is not gonna catch or reflect the light as much. If you just have it just sit in there in all its glory, and you have a shine on it, it's gonna like reflect the light, right? Use some powder, press it on those bad boys, and it's gonna help to keep it matte and from reflecting, and at least kind of hides that you have a big old blemish on your face, okay? But there I am, corrected with Aspen, all those spots. I could even take Demi if I needed to, but I think I got a pretty good coverage. It's Saturday, I'm not going anywhere. I hope you got some information, you learned something new today. If you want to color match, send me that selfie. If you're interested, if you have any questions, let me know. If you want to make some more money, join my team. I would love for you to join my team. It's about $13 a month. That's it. I spent more on Planet Fitness for years not going, $20 a month, and got nothing out of it. There's no minimums that you have to get. There's no inventory. You don't have to ship. They have customer service, and you make money by sharing makeup that you love. So if you love it, if you're interested, if you want to buy it and join my team, let's do this. You do need a kit to start out, and there's a $200 kit or $400, technically $199 or $399. If you want to see what it looks like, reach out. You could do it on either. I got the big one, and I'm happy I did because I have less to fill now when I'm trying to make my artist palette. But I'd love for you to join my team. Make some money. You get paid every Friday and then every 10th. So yesterday, I got 2 paychecks because the 10th is on a Sunday. So I got paid yesterday twice for sharing makeup that I love. All right, I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.